Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Dr. Bad Vibes. Sorry, I've been away. It's summertime and I've been doing Dr. Dad Vibes stuff. It's been a lot, but hey, I want to keep these videos coming. They may be a little more sporadic as I'm kind of doing stuff. I want to keep the kid off the screen all the time, which unfortunately, that means I'm off the screen too. it's hard to record when I don't have the screen. But anyways, I figured been away for a little bit. Maybe let's do a little potpourri of some stories I've been sitting on. Some from different states. Well, maybe one. Let's not just pick on Florida the whole time. I'm not even trying to do that on purpose. That's just the the articles I keep finding. They're always Florida man, but bear with me. It's not all Florida man this time. Or maybe you want it to be. I don't know. But there's some good ones. Let's check them out. And the first one I picked out for several reasons. I mean, this is my home state. So I get the sentiment behind it. I don't disagree with the idea, but why do we need a law? Let me see. Let me start out here. There is a video.
I'm really glad he signed it. It's a good first start. And it's a good way for parents to be able to have better control over how much social media their kids are on.
After months of rejections.
So I just want to stop it right there. It's like, oh, we can finally control our kids with this law. Like, you could just take the phone away from them or turn the Wi-Fi off or not give your very young child a phone. As I say that is very young to have a phone. I mean, you know, an iPad and the phone are about the same thing, but why do these little tiny kids have phones? And it's just weird. And you know, having a young kid and being around other kids, because I mean, otherwise I'm not hanging around kids. I don't know what they do. And seeing kids that are like, you know, barely, you know, 10, 11, 12, whatever, and they already have phones and their faces are just glued into them. It's kind of scary. And, you know, I sound like grandpa here, or, you know, old man bad vibes. I mean, I'm not making excuses for my generation either. I mean, we had Nintendo and stuff. I mean, I'm on a screen like all day, so I can't say too much negative about it, but it's, I don't know, it's different. It's like, as soon as they see that, it's just like all the light turns off, like all thoughts gone. The brain rot is really a real term. So, you know, as someone with a young child, this is very important to me as well. That being said, let's go to Florida. let's go back to the silliness. A Florida restaurant sued a diner who left a bad Yelp review about subpar meat quality and so-so ribs. I've always wondered what would happen in these situations, especially if somebody wrote something like egregiously wrong or bad or whatever. But anyway, a Tampa restaurant unsuccessfully sued unsuccessfully, there you go, there's a story, sued a diner who left a negative review online that ripped the eatery over its subpar meat quality, dry spare ribs, and lukewarm coffee. I mean, if it was, then shame on you, restaurant. So a blogger and frequent poster on Yelp, Google, and TripAdvisor hit the defamation lawsuit seeking at least 50 grand last fall after she left a 1-star review of her dining experience at a restaurant in December 2023. The restaurant, I kind of avoid saying names, the restaurant described in the filing as a, quote, innovative, inspired, seasonal Chinese restaurant operated by award-winning chef, alleges that the review contained false statements about her dining experience and even included a photo of his wife, who is not a public figure. That's okay. Well, that is odd. So this is the blogger who posts on. Do you make money doing that? Does Yelp? I mean, I guess if you get published on these, you could get ad revenue. I never thought about that. Huh? I'm gonna go eat a bunch of food and talk about it. Pay me for a burrito, please. She praised the food as well presented, but found it a bit too sweet and critiqued one server's wine etiquette as odd. I don't even, what's wine etiquette? You open the bottle and you drink it. Some dishes fared better than others in her write-up. The eggplant and mushrooms were wonderful. It's not much I won't eat. Not a big eggplant fan. The tiger shrimp were tasty and succulent. Literally a succulent Chinese meal. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look that up. But the spare ribs were so-so, and the Hawaiian prime rib she wrote were the worst. Way too much fat. Especially critical of the coffee, calling it lukewarm, a cardinal sin. I mean, it's personal preference. I don't want boiling hot coffee. I actually like my coffee lukewarm, so maybe they have different choices, preferences. Anyways, so she compared it to other restaurants, blah, blah, blah. She included a photo of the chef's, quote, impressive mobile home parked in the lot and questioned the restaurant's description of a dish with Sichuan origins. I don't get where that's going. Is it bad that he has an RV? Does he live in there? I mean, is it a trailer? I don't know. I don't know what they may have gone over my head there. So Ing is a Yelp Elite Reviewer, a designation awarded to users recognized for their consistent, high-quality contributions and active engagement within the Yelp community. She has authored over 660 reviews. That's a lot of food. Spanning various establishments, including restaurants, beaches, libraries, and urgent care facilities. Yeah, I want to get me on that gravy train. I'm going to just keep breaking stuff so I can go review all the urgent cares. So after asking her to remove the photo of the chef's wife, which is odd, why did they put that there unless she was a server or something? And anyway, so she doubled down, reposting the negative review again and once more in October without returning to the restaurant. Snap. So the chef swiftly reacted, publicly calling her review abusive, arrogant, and disrespectful. I mean, honestly, if you're going to be talking about wine etiquette, I probably won't discount arrogant. He then issued a cease and desist letter demanding she remove the review, alleging defamation. So the reposted review triggered a consumer warning label on the platform reading questionable legal threats. This is a lot of song and dance over a Chinese meal. The lawsuit alleged that this tag has further harmed the restaurant's ability to attract new customers. And according to the complaint, the review and its republication hurt in several ways, driving down its rating, discouraging potential diners, and damaging its search engine optimization, SEO, if you've ever heard that. What makes the Google go. It makes the Google goog. The lawsuit alleges these factors have caused the loss of significant revenue, goodwill, confidence, trust, and standing, and its ability to maintain business relationships that have been put at risk. So she said something bad, and it's hurt the restaurant. I mean, fair enough. So it boils down to reviewers have a First Amendment right to honestly describe their experiences with local businesses and deserve to know when a business tries to deny them that right. The company rep added, while it's rare for businesses to actually sue customers, when we receive evidence that a business may be misusing the legal system to intimidate or silence reviewers, we carefully examine it. And if we determine it's credible, we may display a questionable legal threats alert on the business page as part of our consumer alerts program. Fair enough. So be sure to like this video or else. This typically occurs when a business makes threats to file a baseless lawsuit over a critical review or attempts to use contracts to prevent customers from posting online about their consumer experiences. So, not shockingly, this has happened probably more times than we know in the past. I mean, somebody talks trash and then somebody tries to sue them. Business, personal, whatever. In this case, you know, it sounds like it didn't go very far, and that's going to be hard to prove. Like, they're going to take it to a judge and have him taste test it. I mean, you got to just move on, unfortunately. Or just tell everybody else to please just like this video. But these are just other examples. I mean, you know, we can imagine. So, yeah, it's very odd to go that far to sue somebody over a review. But then I guess at the same time, it's like, why did you put a photo of the chef's wife in it if she had nothing to do with it? There's a lot of strange things going on that we apparently will never learn because it doesn't go into that. All right. Thanks, Florida. So, hey, Florida, while we're still here, there's a video of an alligator knocking at a front door. I'll get the video, obviously, but a family in Fort Myers had an unexpected visitor when a large alligator appeared on their porch Friday morning. The county sheriff's office shared a video on Facebook showing an alligator on a porch in the Tortuga community appearing to be trying to enter the home. Deputies were able to safely secure the alligator off the property and load it into a pickup truck where they went to go party. It was then turned over to a trapper that probably made shoes out of it. Who knows? Hopefully they released it. Multiple alligator encounters have been reported in Florida recently. What? And some have even turned deadly. What? They eat stuff? Yeah. So anyways, this isn't so much news as it is a funny video. So let's take a look at the video.
A family in Fort Myers had quite the unwanted visitor arriving on their doorstep. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says deputies responded to find
that is a big boy
gator on the family porch. Is it trying to open the door? They say the gator was secured. Oh my goodness. And handed over to a local trapper.
Wow.
No thanks.
Yeah. No, I was trying to talk and that video exploded with ads that were so loud, so I had to close the window. Anyways, no thank you, alligator. That's pretty horrifying, and I'm glad that didn't happen. I mean, I'm glad it didn't get inside the house because it probably would have done whatever it wanted. So yeah, alligators, don't mess with them. All the downer, silly Florida news. Let's have something positive for once. Come on, let's. We got something literally uplifting. Literally. So a Florida man rigs a drone to save a drowning teen. Very clever. Okay, we don't need the definition of a drone. We know what a drone is. Earlier this month, an amateur shark fisherman was convinced by a friend to come with him to Pensacola Beach after getting off from work. But within 10 minutes of arriving, the scene went from a casual afternoon by the water to a full-fledged emergency. How are ads getting into reader mode now? I can't escape them. Anyways, I was sitting there and this girl came running asking if anybody could swim. He told the local news outlet. I said no, I absolutely could not swim. This seems like an odd place to go. The beach, whatever. I'm not going to rag on somebody not being able to swim. And she was running and screaming and nobody could swim. Wait, okay. All right, now I'm at rag a little bit. How does a whole beach full of people not know how to swim? I mean, I don't know who was there. I'm not trying to be judgy Jay about the freaking ability to swim. I mean, maybe it may have been dangerous because bystanders soon learned that the teen's friend had been swept out to sea by a rip current. So even if you could swim, don't get in that, unfortunately. And if you're not aware, rip currents are powerful, localized offshore currents created when wind and breaking waves push surface water towards land. The resultant slight water level rise near the shore causes excess water to flow back into the sea via the path of least resistance. Slightly deeper areas in the sandbar or reef can exacerbate the force, dragging objects or people out through the gap. Super dangerous. I'm sure we've all heard horror stories about these. Don't mess with them. And unfortunately, this person got pulled out, but fortunately, somebody thought quick here. So with the situation growing more serious by the moment, the man quickly came with an idea. He attached a life preserver to the drone he had brought with him and began paddling out towards the drowning girl. And strong winds made his first rescue attempt difficult. It was a terrible miss, he recounted. I released it too early. It was really windy. It wasn't close at all. The girl had been struggling for around 5 minutes by that point. Unfortunately, he only had a single flotation device left nearby to try again. That was it. It was the last opportunity we were going to have. And after adjusting for the wind, he gave it another shot. This time the drop was much more accurate. The teenager was able to grab the life preserver and hang on for another few minutes until emergency responders arrived. If it wasn't for that second drop, she wouldn't have made it. The EMS said she would not have made it. After receiving a checkup, EMS confirmed the girl sustained no serious injuries and was able to go home, but not before her dad spoke with Smith. He talked to me for like 5 minutes, called me his guardian angel, and thanked me and stuff. It was pretty crazy. That's not really crazy, dude. That's pretty awesome. I would be beyond thankful. So anyways, for anyone who finds himself stuck in rip current without the prospect of a drone-assisted rescue, which would probably be everyone else ever, the best bet is to resist panicking or fighting against the waters. Instead, experts recommend attempting to swim across the currents, generally parallel to the shore. Rip currents usually aren't very wide, so it's often possible to paddle out of its pool this way. Good to know. Don't forget that. Another option may be to allow the current to pull you past the breaking waves, and they often dissipate from there. And you can then either begin swimming the shore or tread while waiting for a lifeguard or EMS responder to arrive. So that's good advice. Rip currents are no joke. And thankfully, this Florida man was there to save the day. So not all news has to be bad. Maybe Dr. Bad Vibes. Sometimes we like the good vibes. That's all I got for right now. And If you like me doing these longer videos, please let me know. If you prefer them, you know, daily in shorter form, you know, also let me know. I want to keep getting these videos out here just the best way I can. And with work, summer vacation, and all kinds of stuff going on, that's hard to juggle. I may even have a third channel soon. I got too much going on. I need a nap. Anyways, I'll see you when I wake up from my nap. Bye.